So what do they call you?
They call me Ralph.
Ralph, what are you incarcerated for and how long is your sentence?
Incarcerated for a couple of things, and right now I'm doing 54 to life.
Would you mind stipulating what you were charged with, sir?
I was charged with assault, attempted murder, and a couple evading charges.
Where you from out here on the streets?
I'm from Hemet, California.
And do you or did you belong to any type of gangs, groups, organizations?
Yeah, I was.
You know, Ralph, I'd like to go ahead and say thank you, man. Thank you for taking the time out of your day and sharing your story, opening up and sharing your testimony. I know it's not an easy thing to do. However, this is your platform. This is your space. So, Ralph, feel free to say whatever you'd like, to share whatever you want. You know, I'm not going to edit anything out. This is your video, man. So, I just want you to know that.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Most
Thank
definitely.
you for letting me be on this.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. So Ralph, man, go ahead and take us back to the very beginning, man, and give us a brief understanding of how it is you grew up, man. Did you go through any traumatic experiences as a young child that changed you? What was your upbringing like?
Well, my upbringing, pretty typical of a Mexican family, big brothers, mom and dad never home. Basically being raised by my brothers and their friends, and me doing the same with my little brothers. So, at a young age, I was around a lot of gang members, Hispanic gangs, and at a young age, my brother had me, do stuff for him, as into like way out drugs for him. I thought I had to do all this stuff for him. Well, I did it because I like that acknowledgement from him. I like feeling like I was needed. So whenever he called, I was quick to be like, yeah, what do you need? All right, where's it at? How do I do this? He showed me how to weigh dope, showed me a lot of things, man. And that's pretty much my upbringing was just trying to get the approval of other men that really just wanted to use me, I guess you can say. And just me trying to prove myself to people that I thought were like up there, that were awesome people, that were down people, I guess you could say. That's the term we use. He's down, he's with the business. So I spent a lot of my younger years trying to please people that I looked up to my whole life.
Take me there a few weeks, maybe a month before your case. What is going on in your life? What are you doing? And can you please explain to me how it is your whole world turned upside down? How the heck did you catch these 50 plus something years, man?
Man, a month before my incident, and I wasn't even in California, honestly. I was in Utah. And I wasn't even doing nothing. I wasn't doing nothing that drastic, to get myself in trouble. It's just one of the fellas came by one day, and it happened to be my birthday, and he had brought some dope, so we started getting high. I started getting high, man, and man, I was like, these drugs are so expensive over here, man. If I could just go back to Cali, I could get this free. I don't need to go. I don't need to worry about buying dope from people, because in California, man, that's everywhere. We could get it anywhere at any time at any given moment. So a month before I caught my case, I was out there just doing good, man. Not doing good, but doing the best I can to stay out of trouble and just kick back. Things got a little too hectic for me back home, so I decided to take off for a little while. Get some peace of mind, because there was a point in time in my life where I couldn't just walk down the street without worried about the cops, without worrying about people trying to kill me. So it was just a constant paranoia, and then on drugs. On top of that, it made it impossible for me to just walk the street. But that's where I was at, man. I was in a good place where I could just kick it, walk. I didn't have to worry about none of that stuff that I usually worry about when I'm at home. And it felt good. It felt good until I started using again. Started using, and everything was bad. Everything went bad. I ended up going back home, and I turned a simple violation, a simple possession of a firearm into an attempted murder. And that's what happened, man. Is drugs, and just the fact, of things not going my way, things not going the way I want them to go, and maybe making poor decisions. That's what it all comes down to, just making a poor decision over impulse.
What happened that day? What happened that day? Where were you? How did that day play out? And can you explain this impulse movement? Like, what happened, man?
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Well, when I got back home, I was at one of my boys' houses, and my brother was there, all my friends were there, all my homies were there, and at this time I started shooting up dope. I was shooting up, so I was on one, man. I was on when I couldn't sit still. I just had to get out, and and drive around. I was tired of being in a room full of people that were just not doing nothing. And I took off, I took off in the car, and I was going to one of my friends' houses, and got pulled over. There's a cop right there, and he tried to pull me over, so I evaded, and one thing led to another. I tried to get away, couldn't get away, man, and I ended up crashing the car, and all hell broke loose after that.
Did you take a shot at him?
That's something.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
That's something I'm not going to answer right now.
Why the attempted murder charge?
It's pretty obvious I assaulted this guy, so they added that one too.
Did this gentleman sustain any bullet wounds?
No injuries. no injuries. I'm the only one that got injured, but I'm still here. So I believe there's good things in my life in the future, because if there wasn't, I wouldn't be here right now.
So you get into this little chase. You pull over. You crash. Why the attempted murder charges? Why the 50-something years in prison?
Well, there was a gun. It went off, and it's their word against mine. That's where the 54 years come from.
So they charged you with an attempted murder on a peace officer?
Yep, that's what it was, man.
How did they catch you? Like, you just gave yourself up or what?
Yeah, man, I was surrounded. They shot over 39 rounds into my car. I got hit twice. I had nowhere to go, man. They dragged my ass out of that car. But I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be alive. I'm blessed to still be here. And I mean, I ain't got. I mean, there's nothing much else to say. I'm blessed, man.
I appreciate
I shouldn't be here, but I am.
yeah, I really like the positive, the enthusiasm, man. I really appreciate it. My friend, I'm assuming you went to the hospital. You must have seen some type of medical attention. Who was the first person you called, and how did that conversation go? Like,
Well, yeah, I was in the hospital for like 2 days, man, and then in the holding tank for another 2 days. So the first conversation I had was with my mom, and they were just happy, they were just happy that I was all right, because they didn't hear from me for 2 days, so they were really worried. And then they read the newspaper, they seen it on they seen the news on Facebook, and they were worried, they automatically thought the worst. But as soon as I called, it was just like a sigh of relief for them. It was a sigh of relief because I'm still breathing. Unfortunately, I already knew what I was looking at. I was looking at a game of time. I already knew that off the bat. But thought it was good, man, and I'm still here. That conversation it was a relief. It was a relief for them, for my family. It was a relief for them to hear from me and know that I was still alive and I was good. So that's how that conversation went.
and what is going on inside your mind? How are you interpreting this? Knowing that, damn, you kind of pretty much threw your life away, man.
Well, at the time it was just like, fuck it. This is it. This is what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. Just in my mind, I'm thinking I'm never gonna go home. You know, Fuck it. It is what it is. And just do what I got to do to survive and just get through the days. That's how. That's how my mind was at that time.
Can you explain to me how the court went like, and are they trying to bargain with you? Did they throw any deals at you? And at the end of the day, what did you end up pleading out to, and how much did they sentence you to?
No, no deals. No deals. It was just it was it was just like this is what it is, you know. But it wasn't like that till the end, you know. At first, it was just getting these public defenders, and then hiring private attorneys. You know, they weren't budging. They weren't willing to deal with me. So, you know, I mean, I took it all the way to trial. I lost. You know, it's their word against mine. I lost, and now I've been putting in for my appeal, so everything's going good so far. You know, I should be going back down. Should be going back down in a few months for a resentence, and you know, I just leave everything in God's hands, man. You know, He knows where He needs me, and you know, I mean, I'm here to serve, man, any way I can.
What do you feel you deserve?
What do I feel that I deserve? Man, I feel like I deserve a chance to get out of here. I feel that I deserve a chance to right my wrongs. That's what I feel. You know, I feel like I could be a big asset to my community. I feel that I can help people. You know what I mean? Maybe I could help kids that were in the same.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Maybe I can help the youth that might find themselves in the place I was at their age. You know, and had no one to talk to, no one to guide me, or no one I was willing to listen to. You know, maybe I could be that. I feel like I could help. I feel like I could bring some kind of change to my community. That's how I feel.
Do you have any message to anybody out there who's living life on the edge?
Yeah, don't give up. Don't give up. You don't have a relationship with God? Find one. Make one. You know, it can only get better from here. I mean, wherever you may find yourself, whatever situation, whatever you're going through in life, you know, it can only get better. It can only get better. One of my buddies told me the other day, you know, sometimes we feel like giving up and throwing in the towel, you know, but God's in our corner, and He's instead of throwing in the towel, He tells me, go ahead and wipe that sweat off. You're almost there. You're almost done. So don't throw in the towel, man. Just wipe the sweat off and keep pushing. You know, that's what I gotta say. That's the message I could give people. You know, hope. Don't lose hope. Once you lose hope, it's a wrap. I mean, you gotta stay with hope.
I want to go ahead and say thank you. Thank you for taking the time out of the day and sharing your story and sharing your testimony of what it is that happened, man. I wish you luck and success, man, and I hope one day you do get to see the free world again, my friend.
Yeah, no problem, man. Thank you for having me on. Appreciate you, and I'm gonna keep doing what you're doing, man. You know what I mean? Hopefully this helps people and encourages them to seek something new in their life. You know, because this isn't where it's at, man. This isn't where people want to spend the rest of their life. It's it isn't what it's all cracked up to be. You know what I mean? People could do better. I know if I had someone maybe like me in when I was younger and that would stick around and just keep trying to break through to me, I might not even be where I'm at right now. I might have been out there, being successful in life. But unfortunately, this is where God brought me, and I mean, I can honestly say that this is the best thing that ever happened to me because in here I discovered who I am, and I know now. You know what I mean? I know now I'm not trapped in my box no more. You know what I mean? I feel like there's a lot of people out there that are stuck inside their box out in the free world. They got the world at their feet, but they stuck. They're stuck in isolation. They're stuck in depression. They're stuck. So don't be stuck, man. Have faith and keep pushing. There's a lot of breakthroughs. You just got to make them happen. So how bad do you want it? If you want it bad enough, you're going to get it. So thank you. Thank you for having me on here. And I mean, I appreciate it.
Most definitely, sir. Good luck.
Thank you.